Sibilance.
Just real quick. If it's working, give us a thumbs up. Let us know. If you cannot hear us, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been having sound issues. Oh,
Can
jinx.
you hear us? Can you hear us?
Are we audible?
Know. Real quick. Hello for everybody who's just joining if the sound is working. And hello to replay viewers. Welcome to our weekly live stream. I would say what's happening Wednesday, but...
Greta says hello.
Yes. Okay, good. Our sound is working.
Good.
Yay. Okay. Yay. I'm so happy. Hello, first of all, to our Patreon members, and hello to our members that have joined us.
Yes.
We are really excited to have you all here. For members of the channel, you have a new emoji that I added. It was what we discussed last week. It's the Best Life and Beyond logo, and I tried to put a little glitter behind it. So if you are a member, you can check and see that, and you are able to use that. You also have a Greta emoji.
There's a Greta emoji. She
there
says,
it is.
Thank you.
Yay, there's the Best Life emoji.
There it is.
It?
Thank you, Cindy.
And it kind of has a glitter to it. So
Cindy
thank
kicked
you.
It off.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our moderators. Tim and Victor are here. Yay! But thank you for taking the time out of your week to be here and come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
So good to have you all here. Is everybody having a good week so far?
I'm going to adjust this just a hair.
It's a little high up, isn't it?
No, just like...
Okay.
I always worry about the balance of the frame and the amount of... I'm just weird.
We do have a lot of headroom. That is a little bit of headroom. Annoying.
There you go.
It's a little annoying. Not going to lie.
There
we go.
So you tighten up the headroom.
There we go.
And then a little bit of the director wants to go like a hair.
Okay, whoa. It's a little too much Katie for me. I don't like it.
There we go. Now
I don't like it. Even being a Leo, I don't like it. I don't need that much. Anywho.
Nobody does. I was going to say, we had a productive day.
You mostly did. I had the beginnings of a migraine.
I say we as in like the household had a productive day.
Oh yeah, Best Life and Beyond did.
Yeah.
That works.
The laboratory
had
a good day. And normally, so let me back up.
Yes.
I've been constructing and...
New lightsaber.
No. I couldn't do that. And I could barely do what I'm doing. Our garden, we had a temporary... I call it the soccer goal because we made it out of PVC and netting at night before we went on a trip because we realized pests were starting to get at our vegetables and things.
But we didn't know to what extent the pests were.
No, we didn't. But so long story short, we had a temporary thing over the vegetables, which is still there. The corn did not have any protective covering on it, and I knew the time would come. I mean, that's what the scarecrow was made for, you know. So I knew the time would come, and so we had a little critter come and eat a bunch of our corn, which, we have some developed actual, corn.
Yeah, which you're going to see a lot of this in the video. Spence is basically just sharing the entire video with you now, but you're getting your preview of it. Basically,
anyways,
I mean, that's a part of it.
Long story short, I had to build like a real enclosure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was today.
That's what I've been doing today, and going to Home Depot. I've probably been to Home Depot 3 times in the last 24 hours because I'm not good at doing that stuff. Here's the part that you won't get in the other video is that while my dad built houses for a living for a long time and is very capable in so many ways like that, it passed on some of it to me. But I'm just not really good at construction stuff. I'm just not. I'm better at like plants.
I think you did fine to me, but...
Anyways, my point was, I kind of think I did all right on this one.
I think so. You'll see in the video.
I thought about it way too much, so maybe that's why I overthought it. But
I would say that's an accurate assessment.
It was like the, measure twice, cut once thing,
Somebody said the volume is a little bit low. Can you let me know... Is it okay for everybody? The sound is low. Okay, how do we turn it? I think it's this way.
Let's see if that works.
Hold on. Wait. Let me see. You have your volume all the way up. It might be... Can you hear us better now? Because we have our microphone. Tell me if that's better. Is it better? Okay, so we just needed to hold it closer. Okay, so we'll be holding the mic.
There you go.
Okay, if it's better... Okay, yeah, people said it's better. Isn't this fun, lives?
Lives are you know, I think that's why lives are fun because it's unpredictable. We would have edited this part out
Yep.
normally,
Yep.
and anybody would have. So it's kind of cool to, you know, it's like anything can happen. That's
Anything can
live television
happen.
always had that edge to it because you knew it was live. And I worked in live television, and let me tell you, it was scary because we knew that it was going out to millions. I worked on American
Yeah.
Idol, and American Idol, like we were going out to millions of viewers twice a week, and that was a weird thing to think about, you know. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I
Did
digress.
somebody give a banana test?
Banana test.
If somebody did the old banana test, I love it. Where did you get Greta from? We got her from, my grandma got her from a rescue that my aunt had found.
Hold her up a little higher for everybody.
She was in, what city was she in again?
I thought
Menifee.
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 She was roaming the freeways of Menifee, apparently.
Probably. The other thing is, somebody asked what I'm drinking. This is apple juice with Topo Chico, and it is amazing. We love it.
I'm just sipping a mini Diet Coke.
Oh, but if you
We're
have
not allowed
not,
to have real Coke in this household, so I'm subject to Diet Coke.
if you have not tried though, any kind of apple juice is fine. I happened to Martinelli's was on sale, like the regular apple juice in the glass bottle, and then you just add some whatchamacallit, some Topo Chico on top, and it is incredible. It is great. Are you getting lower, or is it me? I feel like I keep
getting lower because I'm trying to allow Greta to lean.
Okay, because I'm like, I keep pushing the camera down, and then I'm like, you keep getting shorter.
I'm trying to give Greta more surface area to sit on.
You tiny man.
There's not much lap. I'm kind of, my legs are like that.
I wonder if I could connect the other microphone. Should we try it? Let me see. Hold that.
Good luck with that.
Guys, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time. Hopefully this will work.
It's unhinged. Greta would like to give you guys a little hello.
Oh, no, it won't work. Nope.
How come?
Because we have a problem with this microphone. That's how. I already know this.
Oh, when both of them are working?
Yep. Yeah, what the hell is Topo? Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
I would go get it, but I'd have to walk all the way around here. It is...
Topo Cabana.
Topo Chico.
Topo Cabana.
Let me see here. So, where did you get... Wait, hold on. But this thing hasn't refreshed. Hold on a second. My chat is behind. Hello. Hold on, I'm going to exit.
Greta was from a rescue. She originally was with Katie's grandma, and there was some unforeseen...
It was just harder because my grandma is in a wheelchair, and this little one...
needs more...
She needs a lot of, like, walking and whatnot.
Pretty lively, and she loves to walk and run and play and stuff.
I'm trying to pull up the chat right now.
So it was a better fit for us, and we it was funny. We did like a tryout.
Yeah, to see if she would like it.
Katie brought her home, and that was it. It didn't take more than 15 minutes, I think, and
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. She was here.
Got it.
And I can't even think of life without her now. It's kind of weird.
It's true.
She's just, part of the crew. We're just like this, little, like, I don't know. We're this little unit, you know what I mean?
What's happening Wednesday's coming soon. We try to do it on Wednesday, but sometimes Wednesday is just not going to work. So we kind of just do it whenever.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble watching you nowadays because I'm so sad I can't afford Disneyland. Well, you're in luck because we only do Disneyland about once a week. Sometimes we'll throw in a downtown Disney, but you don't need to have park access to do that. We try to keep you updated on that. So you're kind of in luck there.
We're doing a lot more stuff that's free, to be fair. Like not free, but like...
Or it's like our life, it's not Disneyland where it costs a kidney to get into.
Right.
Because Disney really is unaffordable and it's not cool, and it sucks because we have so many people that message us all the time. They're like, I'll still watch because I like Disneyland.
It is cool.
But...
It's not that it's not cool. It's just that it's very expensive.
No, it's not cool that it is expensive.
Okay. I just didn't want it to get misconstrued that you said Disney wasn't cool, but no, Disney's cool.
I think Disneyland's cool.
Right. It's just that it's out of reach. It's way too expensive, and for people who have most people have a couple of kids. We don't.
Yeah.
We're weird. We have one kid right here.
We have a furry child.
But think about that. Like an average family, like at least 2 kids, right? Like 2 and 2, so that's 4 people. It's like, oh my
That's
gosh,
a lot.
we times all of our Disney stuff times 2, and it's like outrageous.
I think Disneyland is actually pricing people out, like
Yeah.
officially.
Yeah.
I would say so. Was wondering if Best Life and Beyond and Theme Park Obsession will collaborate one day. Yeah, we always do. We love Dylan.
You know, I look forward to the day that it happens.
Well, Dylan and I were actually talking about revisiting the whatchamacallit, the Dole Whip vlog.
Yes.
You have a nice kitchen. Thank you. Hello in Palm Desert.
Palm Desert. How hot was it today? I'm guessing, I'm going to say 102.
And Greta, we don't think she's a senior. She might be, but the vet thinks she's maybe about like 8. Maybe that counts as a senior though, so I don't know.
Who knows?
Such a chill little lady. Yes.
She really is.
What level pass did you get this year?
We still have the top top tier pass.
Yep, Inspire.
We've always had that one, just for the frequency that we go.
It makes sense with parking.
Parking is a real big factor.
I thought you were going to say something else. Parking is a real.
Could be.
Hey, we had somebody join the membership. Firefly Odyssey, welcome to being a Best Life and Beyond Best Life and Beyond member. So you now have your badge there, but then you have 2 special emojis. You have a Greta emoji and a Best Life and Beyond logo. Right. So congratulations.
That's right. And
I feel like I'm so high up and large, and you're just this tiny man. Look at
I can sit up a little if it helps.
No, it's just funny.
No, I know.
I was just noticing it looked really funny.
It's kind of a foreground thing. So if I get on the same plane of you, there we go.
Maybe I'm going to be back here now.
Oh, whoa.
So
here, you go back. Go back.
Wait, back.
You go back. Ooh. Huh. Now switch.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
No problem. More theme park collabs, please. Yeah, for sure. He's one of our best friends.
Yeah, no, for Theme Park Obsession, absolutely.
Anything.
Probably the only one we would collab with to be. No, I'm kidding.
No, we have a few.
I'm kidding. I know. I'm just saying, like, Dylan's our boy, though, so it's like, you know.
Yes. Are you planning a trip to Northern California, and what do you want to see when you're here? We are planning a trip to Northern California. I want to see everything, even if it's stuff I've seen before. Yeah. No, we definitely do. I want to see everything.
Yeah, no, we...
Oh, you meant live. Sorry, real quick. They meant live chat together. I don't know. I don't even know how one would do that. Can you
mean on like YouTube?
Yeah. Are you talking about YouTube or something else?
Instagram, I think you can do that. Remember, right?
Is the audio still low? Somebody said the audio is still a little bit low. Let me know. I'm gonna try. I'll see if I can try to turn it up. If you hold this for a second.
Sure.
Let me see what I can.
Hello's the audio. Sorry.
Well, now it's not. If it's got... Wait, that's not... Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to mess with it here.
I wonder if it's still active.
Oops.
Did you...
No, I didn't.
You could bring up the gain.
That's what I was trying to do. But I don't want to... I'm afraid now. I don't want to touch anything. Never mind, guys.
Audio's perfect, says Trey Porter. Thank you, Trey Porter.
Okay, I'm going to let you hold the mic then.
Audio's fine for me, says Victoria, who is a member, by the way. Thank you, Victoria. Audio's fine. Everybody's saying. Okay, moving on. Audio. You know what's funny? I saw there's a funny Instagram account that it's like inside jokes about crews, like film crews and production crews, and it's like it's so geeky as far as that goes, because it's like Katie was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you have to been on like a film crew to understand," or like it's really so like audio. I keep saying audio is fine. Audio department always gets it as far as like when I worked on shows, because think about it, when audio's working, nobody really thinks about it. Yeah, you can hear the voices, everything's great. Like, of course it's working, but audio is very technical and there's a lot to it, and there's a lot of parts and people involved in that process to get that to broadcast, right? So when it goes wrong, everybody freaks out and puts so much pressure on audio. Like, come on, like, let's go. We don't want to wait. And it's like, dude, hold on. You realize what these guys are pulling off every single day?
If only people were as cool as our Best Life and Beyond crew, because we've gone through a lot of audio problems, and you're all still here.
And you guys hang tough. So
that just shows how great you are.
Yeah.
We have a cool super chat.
Keith.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
Hold on, let's give it a heart there. Spence and I think you meant Katie, but that's cool. Big fan. Did you see all the ladies that Dylan went to Disneyland with a few days ago? Do you know any of their Instagram handles? Respectfully. Dylan has them all tagged, and yes, they are. I don't know personally. Who all do I not know personally? Just Sarah. I think Sarah and I, we've seen each other a few times, but I'm
going to be honest, I haven't seen the video yet.
No, there's not a video. It was on Instagram.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it yet.
Actually, I don't think there was a video. No.
Well, whatever content you're talking about, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really comment.
Wow, not watching Dylan's Instagram
I've been busy building an enclosure.
I'm telling Dylan.
I do that.
Texting him right now.
Honestly, I'll go get our studio light and put it out there and work into the evening.
I'm going to text Dylan.
Okay. It's not fair.
But thank you so much. Like I said, if you want their Instagram handles, go to Dylan's Instagram, because I believe everybody's tagged. Hold on a minute. And I think they were celebrating somebody's birthday. I don't remember who. Sorry, blocking myself out. My bad. I'm trying to straighten the camera, and I think I just pointed it more towards me. My bad. I'm a Santa Cruz local and would love to send you some of my recommendations. Should I email it? Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah,
love
absolutely.
It. Monterey and Carmel are great to visit, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely. We've done Monterey once. I think the last time we did Monterey was, what was that, 2019?
It was Monterey way back.
It was a long time ago. Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, we have a new member. Give it to Eve. Woo! Welcome.
Eve Whitaker, welcome.
Hey, you members, just remember you have access to special emojis. You have a Greta emoji and a blab emoji, and then before this chat is done, we have to talk about the next emoji you guys would like me to add.
We have a member.
A new member to Best Life. Welcome to Blab.
September.
Denver. It's not even September.
It's not September, but it sounds like that song.
It's kind of weird because it does feel like
there's a little bit of there's kind of some humidity. I don't know. It's like feeling like late summer. We get kind of tropical storms at the end of summer sometimes, so we get humidity in the fall sometimes. I don't know.
I don't know what you mean by this one, Joshua. You said, I know I can't be the only one who doesn't enjoy your long videos. Please don't shorten your videos. So do you like them longer or do you like the videos shorter? Either way, we won't be adjusting them just because we kind of go with what we do. No offense, and no offense, and I don't mean that in a biatchy way. I just meant that as like we're not going to be able to adjust. Like we kind of do what we do, and that's that. So yeah, let me know what you mean. I like them longer. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, then that's good because we like doing longer videos sometimes.
Whenever we can. If it's a shorter video,
it's a shorter video.
It just means that we didn't really have time or something like that. As far as it was what it was.
But the longer videos are good because I feel like we get more time to like spend explaining something or doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just a little easier to be present. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, because you get immersed in it. I think sometimes a shorter video, if it's like, 10 or 15 minutes for us, we don't really have time to get into what's going on. We're kind of, I don't know how to put it, like slow burners. It's like we need time for the video. You know what I mean? I can't jam it together and be like, we did this and then we did this and then we did that. Bye, see ya.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
Firefly, your badge is there. Like you can see it. You have a blue star right now. Greta, what are you sniffing on the table here?
Oh, Eve says, I'll be there September 4th through 7th celebrating my 57th birthday and we're doing karaoke.
Oh,
where are you doing karaoke? We want to go.
Hi, guys. We made it not as late this time. Quinn and Presley are here, too. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, Greg and Karen are here.
What's up,
We're just
Greg,
wrapping
Karen?
up cooking dinner. We'll be eating salmon. Ooh, and watching Blab Live.
Very nice.
Hey,
Wow.
we're going to be having for dinner. It's really exciting, but
I don't even know yet. This is the first time hearing it.
It's the same as last night.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, it is a homemade minestrone soup. Woo!
It's probably not the same as last night. It's probably better because
it's
homemade dishes, tell me if I'm wrong, after they sit for a night, the next day they're even better. They have like a more like the flavor sets in. I don't know. That's just me, especially Italian food, which that's Italian.
Hey, can you get something to hold this onto? Because like get a fork or a stick or something.
I was gonna do that earlier. Honestly, I was.
But you didn't, did you?
You need a Bob Barker.
So, by the way, for anybody who's just joined, and it might look annoying that we're holding this microphone, just know that we're doing that because when we had it set in front of us, everybody said the volume was too low. So we're trying not to be those annoying people holding the microphones the whole time, but you can only do so much when you're us and having constant audio problems. Yeah! Tim and Jonna, thank you for that super chat. You guys are so sweet. Hold on, can I like it again? Yay! And I gave it a heart. Thank you. Hold on, Greta wants to say thank you. Greta, what do you say? Wow. What do you say to Uncle Tim and Auntie Jonna? Thank you. She's like, why am I being held? Thank you. Say, we're going to get you some carrots and watermelon with that. Huh? She's like, Aw, thank you guys, though.
This?
That's fine.
This?
Yeah, the old black spoon. Okay, guys.
Where you want to use it.
Hey, Tim and Jonna sent a super chat.
What up, Tim and Jonna? Miss you guys.
You guys, look, we now have the spoon. We're Bob Barker. But isn't that better? And now we don't have to,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that work?
We do have, you know what's funny? I have one of those, actually I don't have it anymore, but I'm going to get one. The telescopic back scratcher.
Oh, yeah, I saw that at CVS.
That's basically what the Bob Barker mic was.
It was like that, yeah.
Yeah, they were just Frankenstein together. Those things were, you couldn't buy those. The audio department at CBS built those, and there was a handful of them, if that. I know somebody who has one of the old ones.
I forgot to tell you I wanted my blue pillow for my lower back. It's over there on the couch.
This is what happens. Her brain...
No, you were up, and I forgot.
The whole time when I was talking about the Bob Barker thing, her brain was doing that. I could see something was going on where she couldn't pay attention to what I was talking about, and she was, panicking about something, which you just heard what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was thinking about it, but I was going to say it when you were up getting the spoon, but I forgot.
But here's the logic of Katie and why she can't let it go is because if she does, she'll forget. Because her brain will move on so fast. So she's desperately trying to hold on what she wants to say and what she needs to get done. Desperately trying to hold on because it will fleet. It's fleeting. It will go away.
Yeah.
And so she's looking at me sometimes going, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
listening.
The funniest thing. And
no.
I used to take offense to it. Now I understand what it is. So I don't. I think it's funny.
And he also understands when he's telling me something, I'll try to...
I can tell when you're checked out. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah. But then you'll try and say, hold on, Greta. Hold on, girl. Here, go to your father.
There you go.
Okay. You guys, this is a really fun live stream so far. We're having a good time. Adjustments, things that you would think to yourself, oh my gosh, my lumbar spine feels so good right now. Can I just tell you?
I was working with lumber today.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my lumbar spine.
Yeah,
In fact, I might even, hold on.
Excuse me.
I might even put my foot up here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I have reached peak comfort.
I didn't realize we could do that.
What? Put your foot up? Well, I moved that chair so you can't do
I'd have
anything.
to get another chair around. It's a whole thing.
It's a thing. Are your feet uncomfortable?
No, I'm
Do you wish you could put your feet up?
Not really. I'm fine.
I'm going to interview you like this. Hey, so you're just here on The Price is Right. How do you feel?
I'm good now that you're paging the mic.
What?
What you're doing is called
You did this.
No, what you're doing, the action that you're doing with the mic, it's called paging the mic.
Wow.
Here.
Okay.
We're just going to page the microphone. Katie, what do you think?
I think it's great.
Awesome. We'll be right back. But anyways.
That's fun.
Page the mic.
I like spoon this thing. We should keep this spoon forever.
Man.
Michael, you're here. Hello.
Michael.
I feel like we need to keep the spoon thing going. It is a Leo thing, Kelly. You are right. It's a little Leo. It's a little ADHD. It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I had my magic key and so bummed it. I never came across you guys. Hopefully, when I renew, hey, we're here for you either way. And even if you don't renew, we're still going to be here. I think. Hopefully. Well, you never know.
Yeah. And no renew is good. Renew with Gary. Renew.
Gary Gnu. I love it. How's the weather outside right now? It is what? It's actually cooled down quite a bit because I took her on a walk.
It's very pleasant right now because the sun's down. It was. I might have reached 90 today. I'm not sure.
Oh, it was definitely like 90 something.
Just the heat alone.
Yeah.
I set up the big easy up tent in the back so I could work and not be completely, obliterated by the sun. It helped a lot. It extended my day. There's no way I would have, gotten to, finish what I didn't really finish yet, but I got a lot done.
I think, what was it? What was I going to say? You were talking.
There it is again.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. I was thinking of something because somebody said you should put googly eyes on the spoon, and so I started thinking about googly eyes. What were you saying?
See, she's gone. She's totally gone, dude.
No, but what were you saying?
What's in that cup you're drinking?
It's literally Martinelli's apple. Taste it. Taste it. It's Martinelli's apple juice with Topo Chico. Stop. It's pretty intense.
It's Martinelli's.
It's delicious, though, right?
It's watered down.
Well, because the ice melted a bit. Okay, sorry. Do you guys remember that rat mouse moment when you guys were in the Knott's parking lot eating chicken, LMAO? Yeah. So funny. Honestly, so funny.
Yeah.
Like, still think about that. I think we were on a Zoom call with our super besties, and we rewatched that moment, and we were laughing so hard. It'd be cute if you put... see, I thought I saw that. Googly eyes on the spoon. How funny would that be?
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Isn't there like a street artist that does that puts googly eyes on everything? I think so.
That's right up your alley.
If I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Does anybody know, so I got my roots done today. Like, literally, an hour before we started this live stream. And, does your head ever feel like all tight? Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, no, when I used to bleach my hair, it would feel tight.
Yeah, it's like that. I hate that feel.
Afterwards.
Just because it's kind of dried out a little bit, but not dry. It's just
chemicals
and I had to get it done. The grays are coming in, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's like right after. How old am I again? Am I 37 or 38?
I do this all the time too.
Hold on, I turned 37. I think I'm gonna confidently say 37. But when I did, I swear that's when the grays were like, "Hey, I'm here for you."
Yeah.
I swear. Oh, I'm 38 now? No way. Oh my gosh, I thought for sure I was 37. See, last year I thought I was 38 turning 39. I can't remember. Have you ever thought of going copper? No.
My hair was red one time.
Oh,
I had bleached it white.
Yeah.
And then put
tell the spoon about it.
Spoon, here's the deal. You scared Greta. There was a company that made hair dye that was called
Manic Panic.
Manic Panic.
Dude, I did that too because it was semi-permanent.
Yeah, so I already had bleached hair, so you could put Manic Panic in, and it would, I had bright red, like cherry red.
That must have been because
it faded really quick.
But I can't see that looking as good on you because of one thing. You have a natural red undertone.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
So you probably just looked like a walking cherry.
I mean, I was snowboarding a lot.
What do you have to think about that?
So I wasn't like this complexion.
So
I was more
oranger?
dark. I was darker.
Okay.
But at the same time, yeah, it didn't last, and like you said, it's semi-permanent. It washes out pretty quick.
It was, it washed out in 10 washes or something.
The bleach was more conducive. The bleach looked...
I could see bleach looking
but
a little better.
But it had to get to the point where there was a little bit of roots. Like when I first did it, and
it
was
ugly.
All white,
I know.
It just looked so buffoonish and weird.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
Yeah.
I love this. Brenda, thank you for reminding everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. That'd be great. One of my favorite moments, I hit in the high desert, or I live in the high desert. It was hysterical. Hold on. Let's see. Hot Topics hair dye. That's what it was. Hot Topic. Are you guys excited about Avatar? I'm upset Monsters Inc. ride is going away for an attraction that doesn't see a ride to be a ride people want. Thoughts? We talked about this a little bit last week.
Briefly, your take.
Let me tell the spoon about it. Honestly, it's so far away that I kind of I don't want to. I think I said this last week. I don't mean to sound callous, but like I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? Because I'm kind of like Disney's done so much. Like they wrecked Bugs Land. I love Bugs Land. Let me get on my pedestal a little bit. They got rid of Bugs Land. They gave us concrete crap for Avengers Campus. They've just been doing nothing but like not great things. They ruined Galaxy's Edge.
But just the question. Answer.
No,
the question.
but this is what I'm trying to say. So, do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm numb to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you can still have
like where I don't really have an opinion. I'm more like meh.
But if you were to have one,
okay. If I was to have one, I'd be like, man, I'm really gonna miss Monsters because he says, "You shook me like a dog." I love that part.
That is, yeah.
But Avatar does look pretty. Pandora looks really pretty.
Yeah, I mean.
So, like, what if they make it look pretty?
They will.
I'm here for a little pretty. Yeah. Right?
I'm kind of feel the same way. Like,
give us some bioluminescence.
Yeah.
Give us something.
I'll be sad.
Hold on, wait. Tell the spoon.
I'll be sad, but at the same time, it's like they'll do something really cool.
You want to know what else is cool about this?
You're putting it way too close to me. It's like
sorry. You want to know what else is cool about the spoon though? Is like it kind of like brings the sound back.
I have no idea what she means. There's times when she tries to make logical points, and
I'm
like dead serious, and I'll go, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Okay, so when we're talking into the spoon, right? So like in my brain, the sound is going. It's bouncing off the spoon and coming back in.
Oh, maybe.
Like whatever's missing,
okay,
it
Phil
goes.
Spector.
Who? Who's a Phil Spector?
It's a deep cut. It's a reference that, like, if you know, you know. Let me see how many people understand what I mean by.
Who knows what a Phil Spector is?
And why it references.
Tell the spoon how you really feel, Spence.
I just did.
Ow! It kind of wiggles up a little bit. They did wreck Bugs Land. Thank you. Hello, Patrick, and thank you for the super chat again. Keith, we appreciate. Great story about your red hair, Spence. I appreciate that comment.
There's a few more, but I can't tell them all. There's kids listening.
Are you guys into baseball? Casual. We're casual baseball people.
Yeah, once in a while.
Spencer, save the spoon. We love the spoon. That's enough drink. I swear I have this. I will go to the refrigerator.
Well, the good thing is the way it's articulated. If you can see how it's angled forward. So when you're talking, it's
see what I'm saying.
That's how the mic stands. You know, they angle the mics towards you. So
it was
it's
an
like
excellent choice.
Thank you. I've seen people use different things like combs. Like a pick. I've seen lots of different incarnations of the Bob Barker. That's what I'm gonna call it.
I think Kelly just brought up an excellent suggestion for members. Would you guys like a spoon emoji for your next emoji for next week? I need to know. You have that spoon, Nicole.
Firefly, not Phil Spector. I remember the photo where his hair was photoshopped. Oh, yeah.
I forgot. What was Phil Spector? Weren't we talking about
He was a music producer. He created what was known as the Wall of Sound.
So why would you call me that?
Because you were talking about sound and how you thought that the sound was traveling through the spoon and then back in. It's like it sounds like.
See, you get it. I knew it.
Well,
I knew it.
What he was doing with the Wall of Sound, he was messing with, recording techniques, blending instruments, blending all sorts of things, and so he was kind of an innovator of sound. So when you were doing all that, I'm like, okay, Phil Spector.
So they want a spoon mic emoji. So that way, but it's going to be this exact one. It's going to be the spoon mic. And you want to know what's even funnier about this spoon? Let me tell you a little something funny about it. It's kind of burnt right here. Like, this is on my, like...
Tell us the story about that. Well, it should be riveting.
No, literally. I'm being serious, though. This spoon is kind of burnt because I think I left it. I was making chili one day, and I tend to not use... This is kind of like the spoon you don't really use. Like, it's kind of like, it's the C tier of your cooking utensils. You just have it in case you need it. You got dishes. Yeah. You just need something, right? Well, I believe I was using this, and I set it down too close to the burner, and it kind of burned a little bit. So now it moved from C tier to D tier. I didn't even know that I could have a D tier, but let me show you the little
I think
spoon.
It just kicked up into.
Look at that. It's a very crappy spoon. It almost looks like it was bitten or chewed on, but it wasn't.
Like she's making up this great story. It's not really a spoon. This is a new mic developed by the Shure company to hold these, these mics that a lot of creators are using. Everybody uses the DJIs, right?
This
so
is
they
the
thought,
new thing.
Shure thought, we're not going to try to compete with the mic. We're going to make,
Who is
these.
Shure?
The mic company, SHURE, Shure.
Oh, is that a real thing?
Yes.
I thought it was DJI.
They make this, the Element, but they're not making the holder. She's not buying it. Are you guys buying it?
Are you making this up?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
No, Shure is a real thing.
Sure.
Stop it.
It's like, who's on first?
You're
Who?
so annoying. Can Greta have some spoon time? Yes. Can you please hold up the specimen? Greta, how do you feel about watermelon? She's very talkative, obviously.
She knows what we're doing.
What?
She's really smart.
She's so smart. Greta, listen. Would you like to chase the squirrel in the backyard? Obviously, very riveting stuff here on Best Life and Beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Greta. Back to you in the studio.
Anything else to say? She's kind of just like falling asleep.
Are we getting any nose stuff through the mic? I don't even know if you're hearing her.
No, hold on. I have to adjust it anyways. It almost like fell off. Have you guys had dinner yet? Blood sugar might be low.
Yeah.
No,
You guys need
we
a
haven't.
spork. Yeah, we need, what we need is that Galaxy's Edge spork. Remember
Oh my gosh, who remembers the sporks?
Everybody stole it. We didn't.
Oh.
Otherwise, we'd have one, but everybody stole them.
Hey, Cindy just confirmed we're a theater family. Sure is a sure thing. Wow. Please do that move again. Ready? Go. Hey, that was pretty
I don't know why I did the
good.
mic because it was an inaudible move. It was like.
But it still needed to be there.
Yeah, okay.
It still needed to be there. Let me see here. Oh yeah, people stole the spoon.
Thank you,
Wow.
Michael. Wall of sound. Michael got it.
What? Oh, I get it. Oh yes, the metal ones. We still have ours. You bought one though, because I know you wouldn't be one of those thieverins of them. You really should use one of the giant 70th keys. No, I don't want one of those.
I mean, we don't have one,
No.
but it's a good idea. I think if I had one, I'd use it.
Do you know how big that thing would be?
Yeah, then you just kind of stand it up and be like.
Are you talking bad about the spoon? You would give this. You would give the spoon up.
You were talking about the key. I was just saying, the key's a good idea.
You would give it up for a key.
I'm not playing.
I'm
here.
manipulating.
Yeah, no, we're not doing this.
No, I don't want one of those keys because I feel like I'd be really excited. I would use it in the park and all that, and then it would just be kind of like my popcorn buckets that I refuse to ever buy again, and it would just sit there, and I would be really sad about it. But I think my niece wants to get one, so maybe she will, and that would be fun because then she can keep it and it can lay around her room. Watching Greta fall asleep is the most soothing ever. I know, right? We wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and she's like sleeping on her back and just passed out.
She sleeps on her back with her little paws like.
Tell the spoon about it.
And yeah, she's like a human. I'll look
Yeah.
over and she's like.
She's literally, she's very human-like. It's 10:08 here in Texas. Need to be up at 5:30 at work. Sorry, I'm going to miss it. Oh my goodness. Question for you, Katie. Do you recommend taking a child to Disney? My daughter's almost 9 months. Oh, I don't. I wish I could give you an answer for that, but I think you have to go with. I feel like a lot of people would agree here. A lot of the moms and people that have children, parents. I feel like you have to do what you're most comfortable with and what is going to make sure that you guys have a good time. You know what I mean? If you want to, have you heard that argument too where they go, well, your 5 months old's not going to remember that. Well, maybe it's for you to have memories and have some photos for yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
or maybe that person wants to go, hey, look, this is the first time I was at Disneyland. My parents took a picture. Look, I was a baby, and there I am with Goofy, you know.
Yeah, if you want to take your baby, you take your baby.
Yeah.
And you do You do you. You do what makes you happy. Katie, you need one of those giant wooden fork and spoon for your kitchen. I do. I need a lot for my kitchen. Just join back in. Mike on a kitchen spoon. Yep.
You
Welcome.
know, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you not going to do? The spoon.
Excuse
And
me.
again, remember, this is not just any old spoon mic. This is actually a burnt spoon mic. It has actual battle wounds. I will show you. See? Doesn't it look like it was like chewed on? But it wasn't. It like got on. It was back when we had the, the flat top in Malibu.
Yeah.
Like how not the flat, but they're the flat coily burners.
Oh, that's
and
where.
it laid
I was
on
gonna
it.
Say, maybe it, like you said, this is an old piece. Maybe it goes back to the Wally George show. It got eaten.
Who's Wally George? What are you doing to?
I'm just saying.
What is a Wally George?
See if
Did you
anybody
make
knows.
that up?
Nope. KDOC, local Orange County, by the way. Anybody? Let's see if anybody knows.
Wow. I don't. This guy, I swear, he's bringing up things I didn't.
I have a reference bank. It's deep.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. No win for Spence on that one. What's your In-N-Out order? Ooh, that's a good question, Sophie.
Okay, so how long did it take for us to get into food in this live stream?
We are 41 minutes in,
not bad.
Spence.
Okay.
That's not bad for all of us.
To get to the food?
Go us.
At least we passed the half-hour mark. We're allowed to talk about food now.
Spencer, what is your In-N-Out order?
It's usually the number one, the cheeseburger. I've slimmed down to the cheeseburger, not the double-double. Grilled onions, animal-style fries with a Coke.
And sometimes when I order it for him, I don't do the spread, so I save him like 100 calories, and I just do ketchup and mustard, and he doesn't even notice.
Now I do. Now I know.
Will you notice, though? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm missing out on that. No wonder it was so dry last time.
You know what? When you're trying to surf, you're going to thank me.
That's true.
Mine is, what number is the regular hamburger without cheese? What number is that? Let's say 3. I feel like 3 sounds good.
It's like an 8 or a 9.
I feel like 2 would be a double-double because
No, I'm just kidding.
double-double. What did you say?
Like it's like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, because that.
They don't have an 8 or a 9. That's how far down there. It's off the menu. It's off Broadway, off In-N-Out menu.
off.
I don't know.
Okay, so what was it? Oh yeah, I was talking about In-N-Out. So that's what I get. I get a hamburger with no spread, ketchup and mustard instead. Sometimes I do spread, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. I get
mean-
no tomato and add pickles.
Because if I'm getting spread on my on the fries,
Animal.
that's fine that you hold it on there. That makes sense.
Right?
I don't need it in 2 places.
No, you don't.
I could even just kind of take some from the
I
fries and
honestly
just throw 'em in there.
just use it, or you just don't get any spread. Maybe
Right.
now you're gonna just get regular French fries.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Oh, Tristan, thank you for the super
Thank
chat.
you, Tristan.
We appreciate that. We need a brunch day, speaking of food.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Try that again.
Yeah.
He thought of brunch and he got hungry.
Yeah.
Tristan, this is what you did.
Yeah.
Aloha from Maui. Hello.
Was it Maui?
Spence will never trust Katie again. No, he will not.
No.
Miss your live cooking streams. I get that they're time consuming, but that would be fun to do, a live cooking stream. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Sizzle Cam.
Sizzle Cam, that's what you're going to call it?
No, there'll be one camera that I have this vision of like a close up, like if you were like as tall as the lid of the saucepan and you're just looking over the edge and seeing it sizzling. If you're standing on the stove and you're like a tiny little.
This is what I have to deal with,
Like
you
a Jiminy
guys.
Cricket view of like, a saucepan.
How would you do this on a live stream,
Sizzle
though?
Cam.
How would you do this on a live
It
stream, though?
doesn't matter how. Did
You
Walt
guys-
Disney, they asked Walt Disney how, and he's like, I don't care, just
Oh my
do it.
gosh.
Make it happen.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat. Again, Keith, you're really firing them at us today. Question for Spencer. What advice would you go back and give 21-year-old Spencer? I just turned 21 and look up to you.
Oh.
Well, that's dangerous. What would you give yourself What advice?
That's a good question.
I know, that's really good. And it was given with a super chat. So
Let me think about that.
thank you.
Let me think about it.
Greta, we'll ask you in the meantime. Greta, what would you do if you could go back? Yeah, I get that. Okay, I think Sizzle Cam is getting ready to. We're gonna call you Sizzle Cam.
I just wanted to think about it because it's like I've never, excuse me, I've never thought about it.
Here, drink some drink. Have some of that drink. Hey, for anybody who's been in this chat long enough, what is the secret drink concoction? I'm doing a test. First person to answer wins a high five virtually. What is it? I just couldn't wait. Yes. Apple juice and topo. The winner is Michelle Gilsdorf. Did I say your last name right? I don't know if I did, but cheers to you. We need to find a name for this before you answer. Do you feel ready to answer that?
Keith, I have an answer.
Okay. But we do need to think of a name for this drink, so kind of remember that in the back of your head.
Sure. Anyways.
What would you go back?
I probably...
Oh, wait, hold on. Tell the spoon.
I don't like you pointing it at me. Like, she does it like this.
No, I'm...
It's like Tom Green. Do you remember Tom Green show? Anybody? Where he would put literal, like, dog, you know what, on the end of it, and he'd go up to people and interview them and go...
Ew, no, that's disgusting.
He'd have his own mic on, and he'd go...
Oh, my gosh.
Katie, what do you think? And people would be like...
Okay, let me try it better. All right, Spence, what would you tell your 21-year-old self?
Here, I'll just take it.
I thought I did a really good job right there.
It didn't. Terrible.
I did not. It was perfect.
No, that's how you page a mic.
That's really too fast. I couldn't even say hi. Hey. Yeah. Hi, I'm just...
Yeah, anyways. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling
That's great. Anyways. That's the best way. You just cut them off.
Wait, do it again.
Katie, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling
That's great. Anyways. We were wondering, Katie, what brought you here tonight?
Okay. I just wanted to say...
That's so awesome. You know, tonight's show is going to be really great because...
Bye, Southern Sierra.
Bye, Sierra. Anyways, Keith, let me get back to what you super chatted, and you deserve an answer.
Okay.
I would say I wouldn't change. I'm one of those people who wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I did this. Maybe this will help. I always looked at life. My grandma had said to me one time, "Youth is wasted on the young," and I said, "Not here." So I made it a point to not. I was conscious of like the now in my life of like I really want to like make sure I enjoy the the most of it, while still like working and being a member of society, but like have the best time possible while you can. The
advice you'd give yourself,
right? I mean, okay. I did that, and I don't have any regrets, so I'm giving the advice to Keith of like, if I were to go back, I would do the same thing, is what I'm saying.
So, let me tell the spoon. So, if you were to give yourself advice, like you came back to 21-year-old Spence, you would be like, listen, do the same thing.
Well, I would just say live life to the fullest without hurting anybody, and like tap into your joy. That's what I always did, was like I just did whatever I wanted to do.
I get it.
To my heart.
I get it. So you're basically saying like you don't regret any of your path. You did that, and so you're gonna tell yourself, "Hey, self, you're gonna love this.
Like right
just
on.
keep doing your thing."
Right, but it was guised. It wasn't guised. It was in the form of a question for advice of someone who's younger who would love some, just life advice. Which that's what I'm trying to give is like.
It just said, yeah. What would you tell 21-year-olds?
No, I know, but it was in trying to get some...
So let me scroll.
No.
Yeah. What advice would you go back?
Because he just turned 21.
Yeah.
So 21's a great age, and you have so much ahead because the 20s is like an era, and then the 30s is an era, the late 30s is an era, and so, yeah, you have a lot to look forward to. And just, like I said, find out what drives you. You might already know. But I think sometimes I would always challenge people to say like, hey, if you had all the means, the resources to do anything you wanted tomorrow, you had the time off, all that, what would you go do? Was there a knock at the door?
I don't know.
Let me go check. Yeah, I heard that. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's-
Find out what that thing is, and then that's what drives you. That's what wakes you up in the day, and what what are you going to do with your time off, and
It's true.
things like that. So, I think it's important, you know, to know what drives you, because I think a lot of people look elsewhere to to find what they want through other people. Like, oh yeah, that looks cool. I want to be like that person or whatever. And while that might be what is in your heart, I think a lot of people don't. They just don't know what they never ask themselves that question, and then they see something that looks really cool from the outside, from a third party, and they, oh yeah, that's what I want to be. And then you get there and you're like, maybe I didn't want to be this. And I've fallen into that trap, when I was younger, and done some things where I was like, maybe I want to do this for a living, and then I was like, yeah, no, I don't. I didn't realize. But anyways, that's my advice.
I checked the cameras. It's no one. It was the ice maker on the refrigerator. Which, by the way, I did want to talk about our refrigerator. This brings me up. Wait, that didn't sound right. This brings up something I wanted to say about my refrigerator. Somebody made a comment and they were like, "Your fridge is sticking out so much," and I was like,
Oh yeah.
"Listen, I'm supposed to have a counter length. Don't touch that.
Is it working?
It's working. Can you guys hear us?" Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
just I messed up that thing.
Okay.
So because
That's
I
great.
messed it up, we have to just go with it. Anyway, I'm supposed to have a counter length refrigerator, and I went when we had. Do you guys remember when we moved in and we had like these whole like fridge problems? Well, we were supposed to get a counter length fridge, and if you don't know what that is, it's like where it's not very like deep.
Right.
I wanted to throw up because a counter length, I think it's called counter length. Anyway,
Tiny.
it's very tiny, and the way I cook and the way I like store food and go to the farmer's market and do all that, I was like, this is not going to work. Like, this is not going to happen. So they were like, listen, you could get a deeper fridge, but it's going to stick out a little bit. And I said, I don't
Wow.
care. I don't care if it was in the middle of my kitchen. I don't care. I can't think of I can think of a worse nightmare, but that would have been a nightmare to have a counter length fridge. And that will never happen here at Best Life and Beyond headquarters.
No.
And that is all I have to say about that.
Okay, first.
Oh, it was a little foresty, wasn't
All
it?
I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that. You didn't even have the mic on when I said that.
Fun fact about Forrest Gump. You know when he's sitting on the bench telling the story?
Mm-hmm.
That was all on cue cards because it was such a long thing.
That is funny.
I know the guy who did the cue cards. He used to work for my mom's company.
Have some of the secret drink.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just...
This is what happens when you work in the yard all day.
A guy named Jim Howard, who was a cue card guy that I knew, worked with a ton. He did that, and it's funny. You can look at there's like, how it was like behind the scenes of Forrest Gump. And you can see him. There's like a reverse angle where you can see the camera, and he's sitting there with the card and everything. And he told me the story. It was really cool that they flew him down there to do that and everything. And just anyways, just thought I'd
So
throw
he
that in
may
there.
have had cue cards, but did he have a mic spoon?
No.
Obviously
No.
not. Ohio State fam here. Wonderful. Spencer, what is your favorite meal that Katie cooks?
Wow, there's a lot of them.
That's very kind of you to say.
Geez.
Can we just get a little shout out for how good I'm doing the mic thing?
Yeah, it's getting better.
Spencer, how do you feel about mac and cheese?
I mean, I love mac and
It's
cheese.
great, Spence. I
That was
don't know
good.
why
Gotta
that's
be
so
quicker.
funny to me. I know. That's
Um,
great. But what would you say? I'm now curious. What's your favorite meal? I feel like I have an idea. I feel like there's two things that I feel like you like the most, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, you make a really good lasagna.
Oh, I didn't even think about lasagna.
You make a good one, right?
I like to think so.
There's a couple casseroles,
What about meatloaf?
Yeah, the meatloaf's pretty good.
Let's see. Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think that about sums it up.
Yeah.
Any pasta.
Yeah,
Pretty much any pasta, you inhale it.
true.
I'm in the same boat with the counter depth fridge. Yeah, the counter depth fridge truly was the worst thing in the world when I saw it. I thought it was a joke. I think we went to Home Depot first to go look at fridges, and the salesperson was like, "Oh, so you need?" Gave him my measurements, and I was like, "Yeah, it feels a little funky to me." Anyway, long story short, they were like, "Yeah, let's look at these," and I opened it up, and I was like, "Are you joking? Is this a joke?" And like, not in like a mean way, but I was like, "Is this real?" Long story short, it was not a joke. Yeah. But we did end up getting the counter depth one, and that's now our garage aerator because it got replaced. It was with a warranty. Long story short, that's what happened. Oh. What do you guys think of Oh, sorry.
A lot of stories that were long
that are becoming short.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you use a spoon mic. What do you guys think of Halloween being in stores in June? I think it is way too early, but also like, I mean, if it makes people happy, cool.
What else are they going to put in there? I guess is my take, right?
Usually 4th of July stuff. And
well, yeah.
Like summer, like fruit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be there. But how much of that stuff is getting consumed on a level of decoration?
Whereas, like, what are they going to sell more? Halloween. Yeah. Right? I get it. Counter depth. Unfortunately, got to go. Cindy, it was good seeing you. Cindy. We're going to be on here for a couple more minutes. We do need to talk about what our next emoji is going to be. Are we set on the emoji for the mic spoon for the members? Which, by the way, if you are interested in joining our channel membership, it is linked right there. It is pinned on the chat, wherever that may be for you. It is pinned. I believe it's $5 a month. You can cancel anytime. There is a VIP one. I think that one's $10 a month. So that way you will have those little badges and you will have those emojis for the chat. And I add a new one every week. So that'll be cool. So we're agreeing on spoon emoji. Okay, good deal.
Pretty good. Can we put googly eyes on the spoon?
What? Yeah, I like that idea.
So it gives
Do we have any?
It's almost like what's that character? Forky?
Oh, Forky.
Spoony.
I never even saw that.
It's like Spoony. Forky.
Spoony.
Spoony is
Love
Forky's long-lost cousin.
Yes. Have you gone to the Beachcomber breakfast? Yes, we have. We did Charlie's birthday there.
Really good.
Yeah, I think we'll have to ask Charlie if he wants to eat there again for his birthday.
Yeah.
I have been rewatching Home is Where the Vlog Is because I missed watching Katie's cooking and I missed the Malibu house in Dog Beach. Victoria, same. But I did add cooking in our latest vlog. I'm going to try adding more of it, and we are going to get back to the beach soon. I promise you, we're close.
Oh yeah.
We're getting there. Hi, Katie. What up, Spencer? From Jason. Hello.
What up, Jason?
Forky's girlfriend. Just 1 month until Walt Disney animatronic. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The gal who does my hair and I were talking about that. Do the lasagna recipe. Okay, Spence, do you have any complaints?
No complaints. Yeah, no, I do have one complaint about the lasagna. Is that I'll be, she'll make a batch and we'll have it for dinner, and then it'll be in the fridge for a little while, and come back home and get a slab in the middle of the day, whatever.
Oh my God.
Whatever, so it's there. And about 3 days later, it just disappears no matter what state it's in, like how much is left or whatever. She's like, it's not good anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about good? Like, this will last a whole, 10 days.
No, no, that's disgusting. No. I will let it last as long as it's good, but then as I see that we're not able to finish all of it, I will bring some to Henry.
Yeah.
Give some to, give it to family, but still Spence just wants to eat more. The thing is, he's like Garfield. He would basically just eat lasagna every day if you let him.
Maybe.
And mac and cheese.
Yeah.
How are things with the Malibu house? I feel so bad that we have not been able to...
get an update or anything.
Yeah, I felt terrible, but it was like they opened all of PCH. That kind of, was a whole thing. So then we had to get the new car. So it's like, I know I could freeze it, but my stepdad likes to eat it, and so does my grandparents. So it finds a home. It gets into bellies, and that's what matters. Anyway, you guys, we unfortunately do have to log off. We don't have Spence's phone logged into, what is it called? A charger. So, wait, it's Tuesday. Are you still doing What's Happening Wednesday live? No, we are doing lives any time of the week whenever we have time.
Yeah.
So, for the most part, we're trying to do it in the beginning of the week, trying to make it happen on Wednesdays.
We'll just rename it, Talk About Tuesday.
Talk About Tuesday, What's Happening Wednesday.
Mainly.
Thought About It Thursday.
Mainly Monday.
Mainly Monday. Freak Out
What'd you say?
Friday.
Thought about it Thursday.
Thought about it Thursday. Anyway, so if you love lasagna, maybe I'll try and do that in the morning and add that to our video. We'll see. If I can pull it off, I will do it for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to this live stream.
Thank you, guys.
We have to take little Greta on a walk.
Yep.
Are you ready for your second walk? Oh, did you guys hear her?
Yeah.
She licked her lips.
That's a positive affirmation.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everybody who donated and did a super chat. Thank you to our moderators, Tim and Victor. We love you guys. And most of all, again, thank you guys for just turning on our videos and watching and supporting our channel. We absolutely love you guys. On your way out, if you could do us a huge favor, if you could hit that thumbs up button, Greta. Or if you can join and become a channel member, we would really appreciate the support. Greta,
His thumb right there.
She's giving you a thumbs up, everyone. All right, you guys, we love you so much. We love you probably more than you love us, and you have no idea, and that's just how it has to be. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you on the next video.
Bye-bye, everybody.